The big thing when it comes to situationships is it's meant to end. It's meant to end. So if you're in a ship, you have to communicate what that ship is. We're going to try to glide when we crash land. We're not going to smash into the ground, but let's try to glide. So that means we ain't going to kiss each other's foreheads. If someone gets jealous, we're going to call it out. We ain't going to be holding hands. Because if you do those things, and if you don't set parameters, then you're going to turn into a rent-a-girlfriend. That's where you graduate into that all-inclusive resort upgraded room that is called Delulu Land. Because now you're putting your emotions into it. Now you're getting caught up. Now you're going to feel insecure. Now you're going to feel jealous and anxious. And the worst thing, you're not going to feel safe. And then you're going to end up start beating yourself up by putting yourself in that situation. It's very important that we sit down and break down where are we with this person and how many excuses are enough. Because how precious is your time? Men will play games with you forever. Men will keep you in the gray zone forever because it's fun, because they get all their needs met. They get their emotions with you and the physical with somebody else. And they will keep it moving with you until they actually find their wives. And that's when they'll break up with you. And you're sitting around with a couple years later wondering, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I really thought this was going to happen. And I'm telling you, from a man, it's never going to. And I'm not talking about your friend Charisse, who dated this one guy that it worked out 2 years ago, but guess what? They broke up. It only lasted 6 months. So it's really important to hit on what a man's thinking in terms of keeping you as a side piece, keeping you as not fully committal, keeping you as something, because we know how to, but we're choosing not to. And we're going to give you all the breadcrumbing in the world as long as you keep eating it. So the big thing you need to realize is that there's 8 billion damn people in this world. One of them's going to love you, but I need you to believe the fact there is someone out there that does. And even going even further, I need you to believe the fact that you deserve to have a standard high enough where it makes you feel uncomfortable. Because that's the only reason why you're with this dusty ass right now. There are so many men that are flying over your heads because your standards are too low. And that is why you're wasting all this time with hoping someone will want you, even though they're consistently showing you that you are not enough for them. And you're dictating that as your sense of self-worth. A man you don't even know that well. A man that's just spitting game bi-weekly. Like, what are we even talking about here? A man that's going to put you on layaway and then you're just going to sit there at a Target just collecting dust because he never shows up? Like, is that the world we're living in? Is that how hard you work? That's how hard your mama worked raising you, busting her ass, getting so you could be on layaway collecting dust for a man named Kyle that's addicted to Red Bulls? No, that's not what we're here for. So it's really important that you check yourself with the words that I'm saying here. It's really important that you check yourself on what we're even doing. Because again, we will do it forever. And it's something else I got to hit on. And I got to double down on this. You ask a man, any man, what's worse, emotional cheating or physical cheating? 100% of the time, they're going to say physical cheating. They don't give a damn about emotions. They care about physical cheating because they know how they do what they do with ladies, with you. And if you let another man dominate you, that's the worst thing a man could feel for the woman he cares about. Keyword, cares about. Again, the woman he cares about. Now, if he is saying, listen, I'll see you when I see you. I'll text you on Saturday. I'll holler at you when it's convenient. That's literally saying you're for the streets. We hear the streets all the time. I say swamplands because it gets real ratchet out here. I'll get you when I get you. I'll get you when it's convenient for me because I don't see you as rare. I don't see you as precious. I don't see you as unique. You're hot. I don't see you as this rarity because if you are rare, that's something I'm going to protect. That's where my protective qualities of a man comes in. I want to protect you. I want to build a fence around you, girl. Ain't nobody hopping over this fence. This is mine. But he's not doing that.
The Self-Hype Podcast. The Self-Hype Podcast. The Self-Hype Podcast.